9/11, I was a New York City police officer assigned to finding survivors buried under the rubble of the World Trade Center. Those were difficult days, but what kept me going was seeing the way Americans joined together in unity. It didn't matter if you were a Democrat or a Republican or anything else. For 9/11 this year, now a National Day of Service, let's rekindle that spirit of unity by doing good deeds. Visit 911day.org to learn more.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone. There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is CHIP. And for more than 100 years, American Humane has been protecting animals in times of crisis. And if you're like me, your pet means the world to you, and you want to keep them safe if disaster strikes. American Humane's first responders are always prepared to rescue animals in danger, but you can also help. To learn more about disaster planning and keeping your animals safe, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Hi everyone, it's Natalie James.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now. Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
And we're live. Welcome to another Christmas edition of Soul Dates Live. Let me see if I can turn my headset just a little bit. Okay, there we go. There we go. Sounds so lovely. Don't you agree? I am your host, Sean Garvey, on this eve before Christmas Eve. And if you're new to the program, Soul Dates Live, this is the show, the live show. Nothing pre-tape at the moment. This is all live. If you're new to the program, this is the show in which we bring on singles, daters, people, real people in real time to come on the show and shoot their shot. We take one bachelor or bachelorette, place them in the studio with 3, sometimes 2, sometimes 1 contestants in the studio. They go through 3 rounds where the bachelor or the bachelorette asks each contestant a question. as if they are on a date. And whoever has the most connection with the dater, with the bachelor or bachelorette, vice versa, will go on a date with each other. Okay, so the bachelor or bachelorette has to choose one person out of the three or out of the two, or see if there's a connection with the dater that they are in the studio with. Okay, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned in yesterday's taping of Soul Dates Live, we're working on some things behind the scenes. I am traveling at the moment, but I wanted to make sure that we do our final episode of 2024 before we go into the new year, right? And because I am traveling, moving from one location to another, I have to manually take my equipment with me on the road. So this is kind of like Soul Dates Live on the road. But at the same time, I'm in a giving mood. It is the holiday season. It is Christmas. Christmas is pretty much already here for some folks that are unwrapping and opening up their gifts early. And because I'm in a giving mood, I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to come out of hiatus for a minute and be like a black Santa Claus and hopefully get somebody hooked up before Christmas Day. Okay, so once again, we're on the eve before Christmas Eve, and I am here live with you all. And once again, like I mentioned, yesterday taping, if you didn't watch it, we usually simulcast the program on multiple streaming platforms, but because we're going to be making some big changes in 2025, we're live on YouTube at Beat Break Radio. Become a subscriber, by the way. Like, share, and subscribe. But we're broadcasting live on YouTube, but you can check out last night's Soul Dates Live on Honey, the Honey app. Download it to your Roku TV. Okay, I got more information throughout the entire show, but right now I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to bring the bachelorette onto the platform and talk about her dating life before we bring on the male contestants that are competing against each other to go on a date with this lovely lady. Okay, so let me make sure I bring her in the studio, right? And I cue up the applause because, you know, I have to be both the host and producer of the show tonight. Okay, there we go. I'm making sure that I cue this up right here. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about our bachelorette for the evening. Okay, so I'm going to need clarity on this because she's in New York, but she travels back and forth to the ATL, which that's where I'm at right now. Okay. She's described that her dating life has been unsuccessful in her local area and that her options are slim. Ouch. She goes on to say that her dating life has been, before applying, consists of a lot of infidelities, lack of communication, and emotional unavailable individuals. That's not what I said. That's what she said. Okay. Her favorite genre of music are R&B, hip hop. She is a Libra. Another Libra onto the show. How about that? She works in insurance, but she also models, and her hobbies include hiking, sports, video games, self-care, and meditation. I like how that sounds. So let's see if we can bring our dater off camera before we bring her on the stage. All right, dater, are you in the green room? And can you take your camera off if you know how to use today's technology? We would love to see your lovely face before we bring you into the studio. Okay, so I just did a great introduction for you. Let me go to the chat here. We got a chat, by the way. She says she can't hear anything. Okay. I wonder why. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to have to come back to you. If you can't hear anything, I can hear a whole lot on my end. I don't know why you can't hear anything. Okay. But let's, while we get her technical thing worked out here, let me bring on this gentleman here because he was on last night's Soul Dates Live. If you can take yourself off camera, Raymeer, that would be great. Let's see here. Take yourself off camera. Take yourself off camera, sir. Okay. All right. Okay. He's having issues. All right. Let's see. Let's go to Leon. Leon, can you hear me? Oh. Or it might be me then. Let me see. Leon, can you hear me?
Oh, my microphone was off. How you doing? Good evening.
Okay, good evening, Leon. How you doing? Welcome to. Let me put my headset and hear me. Can you hear me, Leon?
Yes, I can. Happy holidays,
Okay.
everyone.
Happy holidays, Leon. Okay, all right. So Leon, you can hear me. So the other contestants, they got to take their stuff off mute then.
Yeah, that's what happened to me last night. Actually, at the other with the other contestants, I had to sign back into the link, the same link. It might have been
Okay.
that technical difficulty, but it worked.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So Kristen, that's her name, by the way. I already gave it too early. Let's see. We see you in the green room. You gotta take yourself off camera and you gotta unmute yourself. So if you're working with, I'm not sure if you are on a laptop or on a phone. To me, Leon, laptop is always better for me.
Yes, absolutely. But I'm actually on my virtual phone, so I have the application downloaded and ready to go. Actually, that's probably what it is. It's probably a malfunction between the website and the actual application. So the application for me works.
You sound like a very, very technical guy, like you work at Geek Squad or something.
Right. Like one of those tech virtual meetings or something.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Yep.
So our bachelorette, if you can, because I saw you on camera a few moments ago, and now you're not connecting, you're not off camera, so you might have to come back on and jump back on and use another device or something to get you back on here. Okay. So Leon, while we are getting the bachelorette squared away, let me go back here to your bio here. Thank you so much for coming on Soul Dates Live. And you know what I meant to do, by the way, while we're talking?
Yes, sir.
Give you your applause, by the way. I gotta give you your applause. Let's see if we can do that for you here in the background.
There it is.
Well, to give you a little introduction on who Leon is, Leon, you are a Capricorn.
Capricorn, yes.
You are a Capricorn, okay? And the thing that motivated you to be on Soul Dates Live, you're looking for someone who can relate to you. And you was asked in the screening process that your dating life, how has your dating life been? And you said your dating life has been before response. Oh, actually, you've been single all your life. I'm reading through the transcript here.
Yes,
you've
sir.
been single all your life. Okay, we got to talk about that.
Yes.
And we got to talk about that briefly. How did you become single all your life?
So one of those things actually happened from my childhood, actually. Some people say it's a form of trauma. I say it's more of a focus on me type of thing. I'm fairly young. So I do a lot of, in my profession, my work, day job, and also career-wise. A little bit about myself. I don't know if we can actually jump into this before the Bachelorette actually jumps on, but I am an actor as well as a professional wrestler, a healthcare worker, stuntman, and I do a lot of other things in between as well. So for me, accommodating time and understanding the role play that I play, not just as a son or a brother, but just as a human being in general. And then I'm basically here to find someone that can relate to that and be able to manage with time management.
You said you're a wrestler. Has that profession ever affected your dating life? Even though you've been single all your life, has it made an impact to you?
Well, actually, yes, it is an impact because let's say I got some moves under my belt, ladies. But
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well,
Yes, sir.
there you have it. There you have it. What is your takeaway from tonight's show? What do you want to take away by being on Soul Dates Live tonight?
Well, of course, I hear that the Bachelorette is spiritually connected with meditation, and I myself studied in college Hatha Yoga. I also do a form of meditation through martial arts and other hobbies such as music. I do sing. So I'm very musically inclined and in tune with the spirituality and, of course, the zodiac signs, that being.
Okay. Okay. Very big on zodiacs. Okay. I wonder if Capricorns, because this is the thing I always wanted to know. I wonder if Capricorns and Libras can get along in dating,
Well,
in relationships. I'm not really too proficient in the zodiac horoscope thing, but
yeah,
I have that curiosity.
I would say, because knowing from the horoscopes in the past, Capricorns have an interesting point of, well, I don't want to say being egotistical, but being number one in the zodiac, and also being able to not just be a friend, but a helping hand when it comes to relationships for other zodiac signs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a whole different episode on zodiac signs.
Yeah, this is a whole
Next
research study here.
next year. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So appreciate it, Leon. We're gonna take you out of the room for 1 second and bring on the second bachelor. So give us one moment here. Let's see. Raymeer, are you there?
Oh,
Yep. Gotta come off camera.
yeah.
Okay. You're in the dark.
Hmm?
You're in the dark.
Yeah, it's the. Let me see.
You did it so well yesterday, man. Come on.
Yeah,
Okay, so
sorry.
all right, so while Raymeer, I'm gonna take you off screen real quick so you can get your camera working again. So Raymeer was on yesterday's Soul Dates Live. Just to give you a recap, Raymeer, who is from Los Angeles, he was on the show, and him and Kathleen, who we had on the show last night, were talking, had a interesting exchange between each other. But it was the long distance though, because Kathleen is in New York and he's LA. So, it was a conflict of the coast, if you will, with her being on the East Coast and Raymeer being on the West Coast. It would not work. But she did say that if she was out there on the West Coast, or if you was on the East Coast, it, would have worked. But the long distance thing was a factor. So, it is what it is. Raymeer, there you go. Are you in the car?
Yeah, I'm on my way home.
Okay, but you knew beforehand when the
I
show
think
was
that.
coming, right?
Yeah, because you had cut it, and then I thought I could make it, and I couldn't.
Okay, all right, all right. Well, this is television, so you got to be ready. This is television.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay, Raymeer. All right, we're gonna try to work with you. Okay, so Raymeer, you was on the show, like I said, last night, talking to Kathleen, and so tonight, what are you looking to take away from the show, from tonight's episode? Because this is your second chance.
Same as last night. Try to get to know someone new.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, we're gonna see what happens, because you got some competition. You got some competition. All right. So you think you're ready? You think you're ready to shoot your shot?
Give me like 5 seconds when I'm gonna run upstairs.
Okay. All right, man. We're gonna take you off here. We're gonna take you off here for a second here. Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on. Stand by. We're gonna put you back in the queue. All right. So here's what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it is live television. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break from Soul Dates Live. We're going to go to a commercial break. Well, a PSA, I should say. We're going to go play some PSAs. Normally, we say in broadcasting, we're going to pay some bills. But we're going to definitely say that in 2025. Dollar bill, y'all. All right, so we're going to work some things out behind the scenes, see what's happening with our daters, especially our bachelorette, and get her technical things situated. So in the meantime, between time, we will be right back with Soul Dates Live and the Bachelorette. I may have to do a reintroduction. Okay? But hey, some of y'all tune in late anyway. I'm just saying. We'll be right back. Soul Dates Live. Don't go anywhere. Sean Garvey.
Hello, I'm Scott Strauss. On 9/11, I was a New York City police officer assigned to finding survivors buried under the rubble of the World Trade Center. Those were difficult days, but what kept me going was seeing the way Americans joined together in unity. It didn't matter if you were a Democrat or Republican or anything else. For 9/11 this year, now a National Day of Service, let's rekindle that spirit of unity by doing good deeds. Visit 911day.org to learn more.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
All right, welcome back to Soul Dates Live on YouTube. Beat Break Radio. Had to take a break real quick to work out some of the technical kinks that we've been experiencing. But we're glad to be back on. It's live, ladies and gentlemen. It's not pre-recorded. It is not taped. It is live, ladies and gentlemen. So before we go back into the show, I gotta say a rest in paradise. Rest in paradise to, and I also have something that I wanted to show everybody. It just walked and went away. Okay, wow. We're gonna probably have to do that during the break. But I gotta do a rest in paradise to Senator Vincent Fort from Georgia, who recently passed away. And he was actually one of the candidates. Not contestants. I'm thinking, it's Soul Dates Live. One of the candidates running for mayor of Atlanta a few years ago, and I happened to know him or knew him personally in radio. Sad news, very sad news for people in the political world for the passing, very bittersweet moment for the passing of Senator Vincent Fort. So I thought I mention that. So rest in power. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family and friends of Senator Vincent Fort. Okay. And speaking of politics, actually this just came into my timeline here. Former President Bill Clinton, 78 years old, has been hospitalized after developing a fever, according to a spokesperson. Okay. He's hospitalized with a fever, but in good spirits. Okay, so this is coming from ABC News. All right. So of course, stay informed. We're going to keep you posted on any new developments regarding that story. Keep former President Bill Clinton in your prayers. Okay. Soul Dates Live. Right here on Beat Break Radio. Like, share, subscribe on our YouTube channel, Beat Break Radio. And also keep those comments coming in. Keep those comments coming in on YouTube. Big shout out to I Am Quita Speaks. She says, Sean, you are a true comedian at heart. LOL. I mean, of course, it comes with the territory of hosting a live show. You got to keep the people engaged, and even though there are some bloopers and some things that you do not want to happen during a live broadcast, you got to keep a sense of humor going. That's how it is, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and bring the music down. I appreciate the comments there. And we got to make sure we put a ticker up, by the way, too, so that way people can stay informed on what we got going on here on Soul Dates Live and on our platform. Do we have the ticker up? We're going to have the ticker up in just a few moments. There we go. All right. Appreciate the shout out and the comment there. I am Quita Speaks. So let's go ahead and reintroduce our bachelorette for the evening now that she got everything worked out. If we can go ahead and get you off camera so that way everybody can see your face, bachelorette. Let me go ahead and make sure that we get her intro before we bring her on. So we good, producer? Okay, we good. Oh, we good. Okay. So a little bit about herself. She is from New York. She travels back and forth to the ATL, my hometown, my home city. She stated during the screening process that her dating life has been before applying consists of a lot of infidelities, lack of communication, and emotional unavailable individuals. She's a Libra. She enjoys R&B, hip hop. She's in insurance, modeling, and her hobbies include hiking, sports, video games, self-care, and meditation. You know, self-care, very important, very important. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up. I'm gonna keep the applause going right here on Soul Dates Live. We got Kristen. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
We good. We good. Good to see your face. We got everything working on your end. Welcome to Soul Dates Live.
Thank you. Thank you.
How are you doing? Good.
I'm doing
good.
good.
Good. Good. It is the eve before Christmas Eve, and then Christmas on Wednesday.
Yes, a busy week. It's a busy week.
Busy week. Busy week. Okay. Any plans for the holiday season?
Actually, I will actually be flying out to Atlanta on the 31st. So that's my plans as of right now.
New Year's Eve. I was about to say New Year's Day, but New Year's Eve.
I'm gonna enter the new year in Atlanta.
Wow. Wow. So that means you're gonna get turned up.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
I want to see how Atlanta turns up. I need to see if it compares to New York. I don't know. I gotta see.
Oh my goodness. I can just imagine what your social media is going to look like either the night of or the day after. Okay, so you describe your dating life, what it is. Lack of communication, a bit of infidelity here and there and everything. Like what runs through your mind as a single person? What runs through your mind when you are dealing with these type of inconsistencies and this type of issue in the dating market?
Well, so as I said in the thing, I'm a Libra, right? So Libras tend to look at things like, on both sides, like both sides of the spectrum. Okay. So a lot of the time when these things happen, I look at how I'm responding. Like, okay, is there anything that I did? And I don't know. I try to, I really don't think it's me. I don't think
about that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there are things I could do better. There are certain times I say like, okay, I could have responded to this a little bit better, but overall, I don't really think that I don't think it's me. So
you don't think?
Yeah.
You think it's the man? You think it's the man that you are choosing or the men that are coming to you? That's a big difference.
That's the thing. Usually it's men that come to me. I'm not someone that I don't really extend myself. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to start extending myself out there. Well, I think this is a form of me extending myself, in my opinion. So it's something different.
This is the alternative from the dating apps and the online dating that people consume on a daily basis.
This is actually, I've never done online dating. Actually, this is the first.
This is the first. Well, it's the first time for everything. Okay, so what do you look for in a man?
Someone who is honesty. Like I take pride in not just honesty, but transparency. I think honesty is very different. Like honesty is just saying I ask you a question and you're honest about it. But if you're transparent, you're coming to me about anything before I even ask about it. So honesty and transparency is a big thing.
Okay.
I like someone who is adventurous. So like I'm all for trying new things. So adventurous is a big thing for me.
Okay.
And I would have to say family oriented as well.
Okay. In that order.
Yes, in that order.
All right, there you go. There you go. All right, so you are ready. Are you ready to meet your bachelors, your daters for the night?
Yes.
You are? Okay. You saw, I think you saw both of them while we were
Yeah,
working.
I saw them, but I couldn't hear them. So I have no idea anything that they said. I don't.
All good, all good. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring on, because we were supposed to have 3, but we only have 2. All right. Hey, sometimes 2 is better than none.
Yeah.
And in some cases, better than 1. All right. So let's go ahead and bring on Leon. There you go. That is the first dater. Leon, say hello to Kristen.
Christine, how are you? Good evening.
Good. It's Kristen. But they
Christine. Oh,
yeah, Kristen.
You said Chris. Okay. Kristen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How you doing? Happy holidays. My name is Leon from the New York Bay area of Brooklyn Bay Ridge.
Oh, okay.
Yep. A little bit about myself. From where?
The Bronx.
The Bronx. Okay. Neighbors. 5 boroughs. That's okay. I'm a traveler myself. I mostly stay in the New York City region where I was born and raised. I lived out in Minnesota when I was younger, and Cali as well, and then back to New York when I started school. A little bit about myself. I am 6'5". I'm a pro wrestler. I'm a Capricorn. I don't know how well you do around Capricorns.
Capricorns are pretty good.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I read a little bit about Libra as well. As you were saying, yes, they're very much on the scale spectrum. They are an air sign, and based on your comment, I can see that you're also expecting those to guess what you're thinking or fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I know my zodiac signs, and that's okay. I've had tons of mutual friends that were the same way. I've had people who've had crush on me that I've never entertained taking it a step further with. But, learning people and a little bit about myself as well as far as my profession. I'm also a healthcare worker. I work in the psychiatry department. So I'm also known for filling blanks and helping those with therapeutic aspects as well. So.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, that's a little bit about myself. So
all right, Leon trying to shoot his shot already. Okay, he came ready. Okay, so hang tight, Leon. We're gonna put you back in the green room, and we're gonna bring in the second dater. Okay, all right. We got Raymeer back on. Raymeer, say hello.
Hey.
Hi.
How's it going? My name is Raymeer. A little about me. I'm from LA. I work on the freeway. I like music and I make music, and I do photography. How about yourself?
That's good. Well, you doing photography, I don't know, might come in handy because I'm a model. So I do a lot of modeling things here and there. I'm from New York. I'm actually living in Connecticut now, but I'm from New York, from the Bronx. I am in the insurance industry, so that's like my main profession. But honestly, if I'm trying to take the modeling to like my actual career, that's what my passion is. So if you're okay with that, I'm very someone who's in the spotlight a lot of the times. So
that's cool. Well, I'm producer, so I'm yeah.
All right, Raymeer. Okay. Hey, Raymeer, I see you are a lot more happier than last night. I just wanted to point that out. Hey, it's all good, man. All right, we're gonna remove you for a moment here. So, Kristen, you met your 2 bachelors, Leon, Raymeer. Okay. We go through 3 rounds. You're going to go through 3 rounds with 2 of them, not at the same time, individually. Okay. And you want to treat this as if this is your first date with both men. Okay. So are you geeked up? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You ready? All right, here we go. So let's start with the first round. And by the way, if you're watching, ladies and gentlemen, you can email us if you want to shoot your shot or be on the show in 2025, because we're going on vacation. We're going to get turned up like Kristen is going to get turned up on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. All right, email us souldateslive@gmail.com. Round 1 is first date out. Now, first date out, you would ask each gentleman what their ideal date is, and they will in return ask you what your ideal date is. Sounds fair?
That's fair.
All right, here we go. Let's bring on Leon. Okay, first date out. And Kristen, you're going to ask him. You're just going to repeat the question to him. And let's go. Y'all got 1 minute.
Okay, so what's your ideal first date out?
My ideal first date out is fine wine and dine. I'm very fancy when it comes to dating. I like candles. I like romantic music. Wine, I don't drink. I don't smoke. But I do, if someone's casually a drinker, that's fine. Wine, social, social aspects. And of course, I'm very big on Italian food. So I'm a mixture of Jamaican, Lebanese, and Italian. So out of all 3, I love Italian food. I'm very saucy. I love pasta, ziti, you name it. So
same here.
Yeah. Excellent. Garlic bread. Yes, absolutely.
Love garlic bread.
So also, I'm not a big spender. I do to be financially secured. I find myself, leaning more towards money, as Capricorns normally do for security. But it doesn't require money for me to make myself happy or to make the partner happy. I like quality time. I like something casual, something, and going back into your zodiac sign of Libra, surprising, some people may call me a simp, and that's okay. But I have meanings to gifts as well. So
yes. Okay, not bad.
Okay, we only got a minute. All right. Okay, so Leon, we're going to remove you from the group, and I want to hear what Kristen's ideal date is on the actual first date out. I want to hear her, but she's probably going to give it to us during her brief conversation with Raymeer. And some people consider you as a simp, Leon.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's a different episode. Okay, we're gonna revisit that in 2025. Okay, all right. Thank you, Leon. All right, next up we got Raymeer. Okay, you know what it is, Raymeer. First date out. All right, she's gonna ask you what your ideal date is. You're gonna answer, and you're gonna swing the question back over to Kristen, because I'm curious to know what her ideal date is. So I'm going to remove myself. You got 1 minute. Let's go.
Okay, so what's your first ideal date out?
Ideal date, probably a nice restaurant with a nice view, and then buy you flowers. Then maybe after dinner, go for a walk, and maybe after that, somewhere else for like maybe an arcade or something fun.
It's not bad.
How about yourself?
I would say, so I'm a very active person. So like you said, like I'm also a competitive person. So like a arcade something would be like fun for me, or even bowling, hiking, any of those things, and with alongside with a dinner as well. Just something to like have fun with it, but also having the time to be able to get to know you and, have conversation and stuff.
Okay.
You'll come back. But yeah, so I would say, hiking, bowling, roller skating, arcade. Like, I just like to do something that's like having fun. So it's, not everything has to be serious all the time. We can, live a little.
Yeah. All right, your minute is up. All right, great job. Great answers. By the way, thank you so much, Raymeer. Appreciate it. We're going to bring you back on momentarily. Kristen, your thoughts, first round. What do you think?
I think I'm hearing a lot of what I like so far from both. So there's no problems, no red flags yet.
No red flags yet. Okay, because it's still early in the game.
Yes,
It's still early in the game.
It's so far doing good.
All right. Okay, cool. All right. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Cash App us to support the show and all of our subsidiaries here at Reach One Communications. Cash App $ Reach One Communications to support the show. If you are feeling the show, if you love what we do here at Soul Dates Live, put some money in our pockets. Okay. Not my pocket, but put it in the station's pocket. Put it in the machine. $ Reach One Communications to support the show. Okay. You ready for round two?
Yes.
Okay, round two is called Let's Play Favorites. All right. So you're going to ask each dater, Leon and Raymeer, your favorite fill in the blank. It could be anything random. Your favorite movie, your favorite food, your favorite color, your favorite outfit. Doesn't matter. Okay. So you're going to ask them each, and it just tells them a little bit about themselves. Okay. So we're going to bring Leon on. We're going to bring him back on. And then we're going to bring on Raymeer after Leon. All right. So round two, let's play favorites. All right. Take it away, Kristen.
Okay. What is your favorite? Who is your favorite artist?
Ooh, very interesting. Although I am musically inclined, I have a diverse genre of music. I grew up with a heavy metal band, melodic, very rock, punk rockish. I had an emo phase during my childhood. We all did, right? Yeah. I'm guilty. Kill Switch Engage was one of those bands that I actually engaged and very connected with life in general. The words, the message is very poetic. I like poems. I like words with meanings and songs with meanings. I'm into opera as well, something classical. I grew up as a musician. I played 7 instruments: percussion, piano, guitar, trombone. Yes. So, and I also sing. So, just having this diverse output with music in general. So I don't have one particular, but I have many.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
And such as yourself?
So I am more of an R&B, hip hop kind of person. Like you said, though, I am very diverse. Like, it just depends on my mood on that day. But I would say someone like a Tory Lanez, because I feel like the type of music he has, and like it's very diverse. He sings about different things. So I would have to go with Tory Lanez as my favorite. But like you said, I am also very diverse, and listen to a bunch of different genres. So
absolutely. Tory Lanez, yes, and I don't know if you're a fan of Chris Brown though.
Yes.
Oh, you are. Okay, so you're very much picking on the movement of how music moves you, right?
Yes.
Would I say okay? Because it's different. It's a cappella, right? We got a little bit of classical, we got a little bit of punk, and of course the R&B in general. But these music genres also help us create a sense of self. So that's what I like.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm feeling the vibe. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay.
You got it, brother.
All right. Appreciate it, Leon. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, let's bring back on Raymeer. Raymeer, back on the stage here. Let's play favorites. Same rules apply. Go ahead, Kristen. I'm going to remove myself.
So I'm going to go with, what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is The Truman Show. It's a good movie. Jim Carrey in it. It's a studio basically adopts him, and he lives his life in a bubble that he's the only one who doesn't know that it's a TV show that's going on.
Okay.
How about yourself?
I would have to say Colombiana. It's with Zoe Saldana. It's about a girl. You know, I'm very into like action movies, but not just action movies. I love like boss chick kind of movies. So it's about a woman who, when she was a little kid, her parents were killed in front of her, and she kind of goes out on this like revenge thing where like she's like out seeking like the people that killed her parents, and it was just like the upbringing and stuff of it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm very into action movies, but like, you know, female empowerment. I'm all for it.
She's on Lioness also, isn't she?
Yes, and I've been watching that religiously. I've been on the new episodes every week. I'm kind of upset that it just ended.
Yeah.
but yeah. So it's honestly, probably is one of my favorite actors as well. So anything that has her in it, I'm probably like, ooh, what's that? Like I'm tuning in.
All right. I love it when two people or more talk about movies and television. I am such a movie nerd and a television nerd. I just love it. All right. Feeling the vibe here as well, too. All right. Appreciate it, Raymeer. Thank you so much. So, Kristen, what do you think? We just got done doing round 2. What do you think so far about both guys' answers?
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I'm hearing the things I like on both, and you know, certain things are a little bit different for me. But I'm also like open to new things. That I'm realizing in my past experiences and stuff, I need to be open to new things apparently, because it hasn't worked for me before. So yeah.
That's why we developed Soul Dates Live. This is why we do what we do here. Okay. All right. Okay. We're going to go. Before we go to round 3, we got round 3 coming up. Watch The Flow on the new web app at theflow.lightcast.com. More information is on our website, reachonecommunications.com. But we're going to be in a very big, lucrative partnership with The Flow starting January 2025. So you would get an opportunity to see the expansion of Honey. Not just only Honey, but the Flow Honey. Okay, so more information is going to be coming down the pipeline in the next few days as we go into 2025 with a big bang. All right, so make sure you download the Flow to your Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Android TV, and you can check out all of Reach One Communications programming on the Flow starting in 2025. I'm super, super excited. Okay, so we're down to the wire, almost to the wire, Kristen. 2 bachelors, Leon, Raymeer. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Okay. The competition is fierce. It's fierce. Okay. So the last round is, let's see if we can get it queued up here. My producer is working hard here. Round 3, that's so random. Okay. So round 3, that's so random. You and the other dater will ask each other random questions. Doesn't matter what it is, okay? As long as it's not questionable or that give you the creepy vibes. You know? So, you know, questions that you would ask on the first date. Okay, so that's all random. Any random question you want to ask Leon or Raymeer and vice versa. Okay, so let's bring on Leon. Let's bring him back on. That's so random. Round 3. All right, Leon, Kristen, let's go.
Okay. So you said that you've lived in a few different places, correct?
Yes.
So what if you had to pick your like settled down state? Where would your settled down state be?
Very interesting. I'm more of a countryside guy. I grew up in the city, but I like my space. I'm more, you know, I love people, but you know, sometimes I just like, yeah, exactly.
The social battery runs out.
Oh man. And on top of that, I'm a big Disney guy. So I'm gonna have to go with the state of Florida. I love the magic. I'm a big kid, right? I like to do, you know, like you were saying before, you like arcades, you like adventurous stuff. And Disney for me was where the magic happened, actually. It has Epcot, it has an acting background where you can sign up as an actor or as a model. You know, just having that atmosphere as well is important for me. So I was gonna have to say Florida would be the settling state.
Okay. Okay.
And such as yourself?
So I'm still experimenting the different states. As of right now, I would have said Texas, as in like more so Dallas, but I'm still traveling and just to see where exactly. It's Dallas for right now, but that could very well change.
Yes. Well, actually, I can see the similarities between ATL, right? You're back and forth with ATL and Dallas. So I
Yeah.
see where that atmosphere kind of combines.
Yeah,
So,
I
absolutely.
do want that. Like, I'm a city girl myself, but I don't want to be in the city all the time. So
Yes.
I want to have like more of that suburban, city, but there's quiet home.
Oh, absolutely. I love Greenland. I love
Right.
traveling to Tennessee, Kentucky, states like that as well. But,
Yeah, Tennessee
Florida.
is actually on my next one of my
Yeah.
bucket list, like Knoxville, Nashville.
Oh, absolutely.
Knoxville, I
So,
think
but that's great though, because Florida is south, Texas is south. So we can also agree that we like warm weathers. Is that
Yes.
correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm done with the snow. I've
Yes.
done it for 27 years. I'm good.
Tired of bundling up. I hated jackets growing up. I wasn't a
Yes.
jacket kid. I was the kid, running outside with a t-shirt, his mother yelling at him, "Hey, put on a jacket." I
Yeah.
hated being
And
bundled up.
wherever it is, it's somewhere down south.
Yeah, absolutely. I also like the Caribbean islands as well. I got family out in Jamaica that my grandmother
I'm
that I just met.
Trinidadian, so
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I gotta kill the vibe.
I'm sorry.
vibe.
You saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I mean, the vibe is going good, but you remember, Kristen, we got a second guy now, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Leon, thank you so much. We're gonna bring you back on in just a few moments, okay? All right, Raymeer, you are up. That's so random. You're gonna ask her questions. Kristen's gonna ask you some random questions and see if the vibe is still there. Let's do it.
Okay. So what is it that you're most passionate about?
The most passionate thing about me is my music. That's mainly the big thing about me, what I do.
What type of music do you do?
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Okay. How long have you been doing it?
Since I was in high school, so about 10, 12 years.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
What was your? Well, I'm sorry. I'll let you. Do you have a question for me?
What's the nicest state you lived in?
The nicest state I've lived in? Well, I've only lived in 2 states, so that would be New York and Connecticut. I am, like I said, I've been going to back and forth, like looking to relocate, possibly relocate to Atlanta. But right now, I would say Connecticut. Just going back to that whole wanting to be in the city, but wanting to have that land as well. I get that in Connecticut. So yeah, I would have to say Connecticut for now, but I'm still traveling and trying to see.
What was the question you were gonna ask?
Your very first song that you made. Be honest. If you were to listen back to it now, do you still think it hits, or do you already like that was garbage?
Horrible. Yeah, that thing was horrible.
Okay, that's fair. You're honest. Yeah. I know a lot of people that make music and stuff like that. So when they tell me they make music, I'm a little bit hesitant because I've heard of quite a few people, and I'm just like, it's not really that great. But then other people, I'm like, okay, you might have something. So maybe I'll have to give a listen to some of your songs maybe at some point.
Yeah, I have my stuff on the internet, like Instagram and stuff. I do shows, so
Okay.
people like it, I guess.
Okay. You performed so you've performed on stage and stuff before? Okay, that's cool. Here for that. So you don't get stage fright?
No.
You don't have anxiety? You don't get that anxiety?
Mm-hmm.
That must be nice. I always get anxiety before a show.
Really?
Yeah, with the runway and stuff, in the moment, it's when you're out there, the anxiety like leaves and stuff, but building up to it, like the show, the hair, the makeup, all that stuff, especially depending on the type of the caliber of the show, it definitely brings a lot of, I'm working on my anxiety. Okay, that's one thing about me. Sometimes, I need a partner that's able to calm me down. Sometimes, like Kristen, take a breath, breathe. So yeah.
All right, take a breath, breathe, just in time. Okay. All right, Raymeer. Okay, vibe is there. All right, cool. All right, thank you so much, Raymeer. All right, Kristen, before we go to break, because we got to let the viewers decide. You got to let the viewers decide on who they think you should go on a date with. What did you think about round 3 so far?
Round 3 is definitely, honestly, I'd probably say my favorite. You get to get a little bit more in depth with the person. I'm a very in depth person.
Yeah, of course. You want to get deep right into it. You know, and find out what you like, what you don't like. That's the thing. That's what it is. Right. All right. So, Kristen, what we're going to do is we're going to let the viewers decide. We're going to let the viewers decide first on who they think you should go on a date with, either Leon or Raymeer. Okay. So we're going to take a break. Give the viewers some time to comment in the comment section, YouTube at BEATBREAKRADIO, like, share, and subscribe. And then when we come back, on a date with and who you want to bring in the new year with. Okay, so I forgot to mention that tonight's topic or tonight's showrunner is actually called "I Need a Boo Before Christmas." Kristen needs a boo before Christmas, and she needs a boo to bring in the new year with and get turned up with in Atlanta. We're going to see if we can make that happen, or if it's going to happen, because these two guys are not from Atlanta. They're not in Atlanta, but they're probably going to have to make that trip. One of them going to have to make the trip. We shall see. All right, so keep those votes coming, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a break from Soul Dates Live. We are at the top of the hour, and when we come back, Kristen is going to make her final decision. The suspense is killing me on the last speed dating show of Soul Dates Live 2024. Christmas edition, Sean Garvey. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hello, I'm Scott Strauss. On 9/11, I was a New York City police officer assigned to finding survivors buried under the rubble of the World Trade Center. Those were difficult days, but what kept me going was seeing the way Americans joined together in unity. It didn't matter if you were a Democrat or a Republican or anything else. For 9/11 this year, now a National Day of Service, let's rekindle that spirit of unity by doing good deeds. Visit 911day.org to learn more.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas?
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
right, and we're back. Soul Dates Live, YouTube at Beat Break Radio. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We need the viewership. We need more people to tune in. Okay. I made a big announcement on social media recently that yours truly got an award for my amazing accomplishments in radio, television, film, podcast, and broadcasting. So I decided to share this amazing plaque with you all here on screen for the very first time on Soul Dates Live. What a way to go into 2024, or actually 2025, with we're coming out of 2024 going into 2025. And I thought that this plaque that you see before you came right on time for me. So big shout out to Canvas Rebel for honoring me with this amazing plaque for my works in broadcasting. Okay, so big shout outs to them. I love looking at myself at times. It's like looking into a mirror and seeing all words and seeing all the answers to the questions that I asked them during my recent interview with Canvas Rebel. Okay, we're gonna have that picture up and the link up on our website, reachonecommunications.com, in a few days, in about a day or two or so. So just wanted to share that with you. Okay, but it's not about me tonight. It is about this lovely young lady by the name of Kristen right here. Soul Dates Live, and we're back. All right, so 5 minutes past the hour. It's about that time. Kristen, I know you've been thinking long and hard during the break between these two guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as far as you wanting to choose to go on a date with. Okay, so we're gonna bring two of the guys up because I know we've been doing it one at a time. There we go. Here we got Leon and Raymeer. And so, Kristen, before we call this a good night, since this is the final show of 2024, Soul Dates Live, what are your... Oh, you back? You muted. There you
Sorry.
go. Okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay. We want to hear your decision now. We can't read lips, you know. So, any last remarks before we go to the gentlemen? Any last remarks that you would love to share with us here on Soul Dates Live from the 3 rounds that you went through with the two guys, just the overall experience? What are your last remarks?
I think both of you guys had some really great answers. It makes me kind of like, think, and I love to like get to like know you guys, and it shows me a little bit about yourselves. I think you guys are both, great people. And yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. All right. So Leon.
Yes, sir.
In 60 seconds or less, why should Kristen go on a date with you?
Well, yours truly, being the simp that he is, I like to spoil my behalves with gifts. I'm also big with entertainment myself and giving those a good laughter. I like poetry. I hear also that you have or can suffer from anxiety at times. I'm often good with that as far as being a therapeutic partner. I'm also understanding, a good listener, and I'm also good at pin picking on different key points to a partner's anxiety as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So see, he can be there for you emotionally.
Fill in the blanks.
Yes. Fill in the blank guy.
Leon, she says she is tired of dealing with unemotional, intelligent men. So you can be there for her on an emotional level as well. Okay, cool. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, Leon, there you go. Okay, Raymeer, your turn. In 60 seconds or less, why should Kristen choose you to go on a date with?
I'm a nice guy. I'm real thoughtful. It'll be nice to get to know me, and I would like to get to know you as well.
Okay. And you know what's so cool about Raymeer is that in his room, wherever he's at, he can switch color. So imagine, y'all Netflix and chilling, and his room or the room you all will be Netflix and chilling in, it would be purple 1 minute and green the next. It just add that little bit of that ambiance to the dating.
I actually have the same setup in my living room. I could change.
Oh, look at that!
I thought that would be so dope. That's so dope. Okay. All right. So I'm going to turn the music down now that we are in suspense mode. Okay. Now, Kristen. All right. You got to choose one. You got to choose one of the two. The audience is already watching. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be dater number 1, Leon, or dater number 2, Raymeer?
I am gonna have to go with Leon.
Leon! And he already got
You're
the
ready.
heart. He already got the heart next to him.
I got the heart pillow.
Wow.
Always having love by your side.
Oh, I love
Very
it.
important. Look, I'm blushing. My cheeks are red. I think I caught a fever.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations. Okay, so we got to ask Kristen, any last thing you want to say to Raymeer? I'm so sorry, Raymeer. But anything you want to say to Raymeer, and Raymeer, anything you want to say to Kristen? Let's start with you, Kristen.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think you're a great person. I know you're in LA, you said, which is a bit far from me. I've never even been to California, to be honest. But I think you're a great person. And you'll find the right person at some time.
Okay, all right. Any last remarks, Raymeer?
Nice and getting to know you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, don't worry, Raymeer. We're going to bring you back on a future episode of Soul Dates Live in 2025. Okay. So thank you for being a great sport and for being a great participant to Soul Dates Live. All right. We'll be in touch. Okay.
All right.
All right. There you go. All right. Raymeer, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a hand clap for just being on the show again right here on Soul Dates Live. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. So this is a very great moment. This is such a great moment here at Soul Dates Live. We made a match before Christmas. Before Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Secret Santa is in town.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let you all spend just a few minutes doing you all's final exchange on the show before we go any further. Anything you all want to say to each other? I'm interested to know why Kristen chose Leon. So I'm going to step out for a moment and let y'all two talk.
Sure. Well, basically, I'm shocked that our host, Sean Garvey, is shocked that you picked me. Yours truly, the simp. But yeah, totally looking forward to giving 100%. Very interesting, and looking forward to booking that trip.
Yes. Well, I'm not in Atlanta yet.
Okay, absolutely.
You're still in New York. I'm in Canada. I'm only one state over.
Yeah, well, possibly dealing with me, I'm sure your genres for film will be broader, and you'll have a large variety, and not just action, but also comedy and sci-fi, and it's going to be a great time. It's going to be an amazing, fun, adventurous life. I'm all about outgoing and just living. I'm looking past the average human type of lifestyle and just give me your all. Give me what
said you're a Capricorn, so your birthday's coming up, right?
Yes, thank you for noticing. We are in Capricorn season. Yes. Well, yeah, I would say the same zodiac sign as Jesus, but that's on the spectrum as well. But definitely, and looking forward to possibly inviting you to a wrestling show too. yeah, I hear you like sports. So
Yes, yeah,
kudos.
that's actually one of the reasons why because I honestly don't know anything about wrestling. But that's
Oh.
actually one of the reasons why I selected you, because even like to the music and stuff like that, I see the differences. But like I said, I'm all about, trying something new and stuff. And even with the differences, I feel like there's a connection like with us. Like I feel like it's easy to talk to you in itself.
That's sweet. Thank you. I see that you're ambitious too. So you're
Yes.
very passionate about a career. You have a bread and butter job, and you're just focused.
Right,
Same
exactly.
likewise. So I'm always in that financial secure environment as well as being passionate about something. And that's something we share.
Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Look, I am like Black
Bring out
Santa
the hood.
Claus right now. I feel like a Black Santa Claus right now. So do you like, so I gotta ask from a physical standpoint, because a lot of women say they love tall men. He said he made it known that you're 6'1", 6'2".
I'm
Right?
6'5".
6'5". Oh, I'm sorry, 6'5". Oh, well, damn.
So this is a tippy toe. You got a tippy toe for this one.
Okay, he's 6'5", Kristen. What are your thoughts? What do you think about him physically?
Yes, 6'5". I'm a tall person myself. So I'm 5. Well, I don't know. I think I'm tall. I'm 5'7".
Okay, that's average.
So
Yeah.
the height is definitely a requirement for me.
Absolutely.
What else you like about Leon? What else you like?
Yes, he looks very like polished. He's put together. Like I feel like, he could show up and show out. I feel like he gives me that energy.
She knows.
Okay.
She knows what she's looking for.
and Leon, what do you think about Kristen?
I think it's amazing. Don't worry, I'll spoil you with a bunch of high heels.
Okay.
So we'll
Yes,
we'll
I love
match, right? Yeah. See, it's
That's
a work
the
in progress.
requirement. You need to still be taller than me, even when I'm wearing heels.
That's right.
I feel like you all gonna give me like some type of vibe where when we do our follow-up, you all gonna be sitting next to each other. On a couch or somewhere. Y'all gonna give me like a very great update. I have a feeling. I feel it in my bones.
Oh yeah.
Maybe wedding bells. I don't know. I mean,
okay. Rose petals.
I'm
all about the goose and the geese. Yeah. The birds and the bees.
Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have you two exchange contact information offline. Okay.
Yes.
And maybe possibly Leon could make some arrangements to bring in the new year with you on New Year's Eve.
That's amazing. That sounds great.
I don't know if I know around New Year's Eve, women be hanging out with other women and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
that's okay. I'm not the insecure type.
You're gonna be like, "Hey, girl, this is my new boo right here." Where your man at? Where your man at? Okay,
make them all jealous. That's right.
All right. Before we get up out of here, any last words from the two of you, starting with Kristen?
No, I'm just excited to see the stuff.
Excited. I'm seeing it from ear to ear, cheek to cheek. All right.
Yeah, my cheeks are actually starting to hurt a little bit.
Appreciate it. Okay, Leon, any last words?
I want to say thank you to our viewers. Thank you, Sean Garvey. Congratulations on your awards as well. And thank you for amazing output of this interview. Had a wonderful time.
Well, thank you. And we're going to do a follow-up. I mean it. In 2025, we got 3 to 4 or 5 follow-ups that we're going to do in 2025 right here on Soul Dates. And if it gets real serious, make sure Leon or Kristen, y'all send me an invite.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll send you a suit with a tux.
Okay. That's even better. Hey, yeah. So y'all give it up for Kristen and Leon, ladies and gentlemen. We made a match.
Yeah.
Made a match before Christmas. So this is my gift to the both of you. This is my Christmas gift to the both of you all. Okay.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Sean Garvey. Yes.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. We'll talk soon. All right. And we're going to have you all exchange contact information. All right. Awesome. Great. Thank you all. Okay. So this has been another amazing episode of Soul Dates Live. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made a match. Just just like we made a match last night between Nancy and Mike Jones. Mike Jones. If you have not seen that episode, go watch it right now on Honey. Download the app to your Roku TV, any smartphone device. You can also watch the live stream version on Amazon Fire TV. Just ask or tell Alexa to play Reach One Network, okay? And we're going to have it aired on my Instagram page, on Facebook, and a few other places. So just be on the lookout for that, okay? So this is the final episode of 2024. Not the very, very final episode. We're going to have more episodes in 2025, but this is the final episode of Soul Dates Live. I am going on vacation. I'm going to get turned up during the holiday season while making sure that I meet all of my business affairs before the new year comes in. And I know you all been waiting for another big announcement that I mentioned on all of my social media pages. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let y'all figure what that other big surprise is that I mentioned on social media. I appreciate the love and support. I got a new gig. But it's outside of media. So I'm probably going to talk about it on Instagram at Sean Garvey ATL. And I'm excited. I am very excited about this new endeavor that I am coming up on, that I'm about to put myself in. And it's an in-demand opportunity. You know what I mean? It gives me an opportunity to work with my hands, meet new people, and travel. You know what I mean? Because, a brother likes to travel. You know what I'm saying? So I am going to talk about that on my Instagram at Sean Garvey ATL and on Facebook. But I'm glad that you all tuned into Soul Dates Live. We had so many great episodes in 2024. A lot of them are on demand. Go to our YouTube channel at BEATBREAKRADIO and subscribe there and watch the 2024 episodes of Soul Dates Live. We had so many great episodes, so many great daters. People still asking me if me and the other woman from Florida hit it off. We're amicable. I'm just going to say that. Shout out to Dana if you're watching. But, hey, it is what it is. Okay? So maybe I have some luck. Maybe I have some more luck in 2025. We shall see in 2025. All right? But I did mention on last night's show that me and Kathleen are going to talk. We're going to potentially go on a date. So I did shoot my shot on last night's episode. You got to go back and watch it on demand, YouTube at BEATBREAKRADIO. Okay, so I'm out of here. It is almost a few minutes before the bottom of the hour. Thank you all for tuning in, Soul Dates Live. And we're on demand, BEATBREAKRADIO, if you missed any of tonight's highlights and last night's episodes of Soul Dates Live. I'm going to place the information in front of the screen here so you can like, share, and subscribe and watch all of our content on demand. There we go. Okay, we're going to close out the show with that. Happy 2025. Bring in the new year right. Drink responsibly. Okay? And don't get yourself into trouble. But thank you all so much for the support, the love you have given us for 2 years. Well, actually a year and a half since we've been doing Soul Dates Live. And we're looking forward to another year of doing more Soul Dates Live episodes in 2025 on Honey, the Flow Television Network, and wherever you get your streaming content from. Okay? See you all in 2025. I'm out. Peace.